30 surprising tech facts you didn't know. From the moment you wake up to the time you scroll through your phone in bed, don't act like I don't know what you do. Tech is everywhere, right? It's become such a big part of our lives that we hardly even notice it anymore. But have you ever stopped to think about some of the crazy, surprising, or just plain weird facts about how technology came to be? In this video, we're diving deep into the world of tech to uncover 30 facts you probably didn't know. We're talking about the first computer that was practically the size of this room, the very first website ever created, and some seriously wacky inventions that never quite made it to market. So, whether you're a hardcore tech enthusiast or just curious about the digital world around us, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and get ready to be surprised. Can you imagine a computer that took up an entire room? That wasn't even that long ago. Back in 1946, the ENIAC, the first general-purpose electronic computer, took up a whopping 1,800 square feet. That's bigger than most apartments, and for all that space, it couldn't even handle what your smartphone can do now. We've come a long way, haven't we? Remember the good old days when mobile phones were status symbols? Well, back in 1983, if you were rocking the first commercially available mobile phone, the Motorola Dynatac 8000X, you were carrying around a device that weighed almost 2 pounds. And get this, you'd get a whopping 30 minutes of talk time followed by 10 hours of charging. Talk about a workout for your arms and your patience. AI is changing the game, and I'm not just talking about beating you at chess. Recently, an AI program called ChatGPT, developed by OpenAI, showed just how far we've come. This language model can write different kinds of creative text formats like poems, code, scripts, musical pieces, email, letters, etc. It's pretty mind-blowing. Chapter 4. The Internet, not just for cat videos. Think the Internet was made for sharing memes and cute animal pics? Think again. The Internet started back in the 1960s as a project called ARPANET. Its main goal? To connect researchers at different institutions so they could share information more easily. Little did they know they were unleashing a digital revolution. Chapter 5. Pong, the OG of gaming. Gamers, this one's for you. Remember Pong? Yeah, the game that basically involved 2 lines and a dot. Turns out the very first version of Pong, released by Atari in 1972, was just a test to see if their engineer could even make a game. And guess what? He finished it early. Who knew such a simple game would kickstart a multi-billion-dollar industry? Chapter 6. Quantum Computing, a whole new reality. Hold on to your hats because quantum computing is here to shake things up. We're talking about computers that are so fast and powerful, they make our current ones look like toys. Imagine solving complex problems in fields like medicine, materials science, and artificial intelligence in the blink of an eye. That's the future quantum computing is unlocking. Chapter 7. You've got mail. From 1971, the first email ever sent was way back in 1971 by a computer engineer named Ray Tomlinson. And you know what he sent? A humble message that simply said, "Quirtuiop." He was just testing out the system, but that one message marked the beginning of a whole new way to communicate. Chapter 8. Google. From backrub to billions. Ever wonder where Google got its name? Well, it started as a research project called Backrub at Stanford University. Catchy, right? Luckily, they switched to Google, a play on the word Google, which means 1 followed by 100 zeros. A fitting name for a company that would soon organize an unimaginable amount of information. Chapter 9. 5G, the speed of now. 5G isn't just about faster download speeds, even though that's a major perk. It's about connecting everything around us in ways we never thought possible. Imagine a world where self-driving cars can talk to each other, doctors can perform remote surgeries, and smart cities can manage traffic and resources in real time. 5G is making all of this and more a reality. Chapter 10. The smartphone, remember life before it? The world changed forever in 1994 with the release of the IBM Simon Personal Communicator. This clunky device was the world's first true smartphone, and let's just say it was a far cry from the sleek phones we have today, but hey, it could send emails, make calls, and even had a touchscreen. Title. Patent. Pending on what? The world of tech patents is full of surprises. One of the most bizarre patents ever filed was for a method and apparatus for exercising a cat. Yes, you heard that right. It involved a laser pointer attached to a head-mounted display, essentially turning your cat into a furry little gamer. Chapter 12. VR, more than just games. VR isn't just about escaping into virtual worlds for fun, although that's definitely a plus. It's being used in some incredible ways, like in healthcare. Surgeons are using VR to plan complex surgeries and even practice procedures in a safe, controlled environment before they operate on real patients. Chapter 13. The first website, a blast from the past. Ready for a blast from the past? The first website ever created was launched at CERN in 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee. It was a simple text-based page that explained the concept of the World Wide Web. It's amazing to think how far we've come from those humble beginnings. Chapter 14. From sci-fi to reality. Remember that cool video call scene in the classic movie 2001, A Space Odyssey? Well, that futuristic tech from the movie is now a regular part of our lives. Video calls are so commonplace now that we hardly bat an eye. Smart homes. The future is automated. Smart homes are getting smarter by the day. One of the coolest recent developments is the rise of smart refrigerators. These fridges can create shopping lists based on what's running low, suggest recipes based on the ingredients you have, and even stream music while you cook. Before Google became synonymous with searching the internet, there was Archie, the first search engine. Created in 1990, Archie could only search file names on FTP servers, which were basically public repositories for files. Talk about limited search results. Here's a fun fact about space tech. Astronauts on the International Space Station use a special type of Velcro to keep their belongings from floating around in zero gravity. It's just one of the many clever ways engineers have adapted technology for use in the unique environment of space. Blockchain is often associated with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but its potential uses go far beyond that. This secure and transparent technology is being explored for everything from supply chain management to digital identity verification. Social media. The early days. 6degrees.com, launched in 1997, holds the title of the first recognizable social media platform. It allowed users to create profiles, connect with friends, and even join groups. It might have been a simpler time, but the basic building blocks of social media were already in place. Tech meets fashion. The lines between tech and fashion are blurring more than ever. One of the coolest examples of this is the development of smart fabrics that can change color, regulate temperature, and even track your fitness. Get ready for a future where your clothes are as smart as your gadgets. Autonomous vehicles, the road ahead. Self-driving cars are no longer a thing of the future. They're here and they're getting more sophisticated all the time. Companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Cruise are making significant strides in autonomous driving technology, paving the way for a future with fewer accidents and more efficient transportation. Chapter 22. Say Cheese, the first digital camera. The first digital camera, created way back in 1975, was a far cry from the high-resolution cameras we have today. It weighed a hefty 8 pounds, took 23 seconds to capture a single black and white image, and stored it on a cassette tape. Tidal music tech, from vinyl to streaming. Here's a fun fact for all the music lovers out there. The first ever commercially released song to feature a synthesizer was Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys, released in 1966. That iconic sound helped shape the future of music. Tidal, wearable, tech, beyond fitness trackers. Wearable tech has come a long way from simple fitness trackers. Today, we have smartwatches that can monitor our health, make payments, and even control our smart home devices. And the innovations keep coming. Ring Ring, the first video call. The first ever video call took place way back in 1964, using a technology called Picturephone developed by Bell Labs. It was a glimpse into a future where distance would be no barrier to face-to-face communication. Tech in the classroom. Remember those clunky desktop computers in your school's computer lab? The first Apple computer, the Apple I, was actually sold as a kit and required users to build their own casing. Talk about a hands-on learning experience. Drones. More than just flying cameras. Drones are being used for much more than just capturing stunning aerial footage. In healthcare, for example, they're being used to deliver medical supplies to remote areas, transport organs for transplants, and even assist in search and rescue operations. Chapter 28. The first online purchase. What did they buy? The first ever online purchase was made in 1994, marking a turning point in the history of e-commerce. The item purchased? A Sting album on the website NetMarket. Who knew online shopping would become so addictive? Chapter 29. Tech and Healthcare Saving Lives with Innovation. 3D printing is revolutionizing healthcare in incredible ways. Doctors can now create custom-designed prosthetics, implants, and even models of organs to help plan surgeries with incredible precision. Chapter 30. Renewable Energy Tech. Powering a sustainable future. Solar power is becoming increasingly efficient and affordable, making it a viable option for powering our homes and businesses. Recent breakthroughs in solar panel technology are capturing more energy from the sun than ever before. Outrow, stay curious, stay techie. So there you have it, 30 surprising tech facts that hopefully made you look at the world around you a little differently. From those humble beginnings to the mind-blowing innovations we're seeing today, technology continues to shape our lives in profound ways. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of tech, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more fascinating content like this. Thanks for watching, and keep exploring the ever-evolving world of technology.